Hi there, my name is Jordan Lee and I'm a mortgage lender based out of Portland, Oregon. And I wanted to give you a quick overview of what a FICO score is because unfortunately it's not something we learn about at school, or at least I didn't. Essentially, a FICO score is a credit risk grading that's put out by the three credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and it's based on an algorithm developed by the Fair Isaac Corporation, or FICO. If we look at their webpage, we can see how it's broken down. If you do visit myfico.com, make sure you see this lock in the Fair Isaac Corporation thing up there in the upper left-hand corner because there's a lot of advertising and bad pages out there. There are 5 main factors out there that influence your credit score, and the chief among them is payment history. So in the last 7 years, have you made your payments on time? Next up is amounts owned or utilization. And generally speaking, this refers to your credit cards. So if you have a $1,000 limit on your credit card, they prefer to see your balance at $300 or less, or 30% or less. Next is length of history of credit cards, or credit history, excuse me. So if you have a credit card that you don't really use anymore, but you've had it for quite a long time, it might not necessarily be the best idea to close that account just because you're using one to get more points, or you've churned your way up to a vacation, you name it. You might want to keep that first credit card just to show that you have a long history, and just use it every once in a while to buy a stick of gum or gas. And finally, the last two categories are new credit and credit mix. And here we're looking to make sure that you're not just you didn't just open a bunch of new accounts, because that can be a red flag. And then for credit mix, we want to see that you can balance a variety of types of credit, including revolving debt as well as installment debt like student loans or auto loans. You can pull your annual credit report for free once a year from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian each. And to do that, you would go to annualcreditreport.com. There's a lot of different FICO scores out there, over 40 of them. The mortgage one's different than the auto one. They care more about your history of auto payments. We care more about your housing payments. So it's important just to keep those 5 sort of factors in mind. Make your payments on time, have a history of doing it, keep your utilization of your credit cards and revolving debt low, under 30% of the balance. Keep a credit history. Don't throw away or shred your old cards. Hold on to them and just use them every once in a while. Don't pull out a bunch of new credit, and do show a nice mix of different sources of credit. If you have any questions about credit, or you'd like to have me review your credit, I'd love to be a resource, and I'll put my information in the comments below.